Today in this video, we are looking at some of the best non-canon devil fruits. For example, there is this fruit, which lets the user siphon luck from other people and use it for themselves. But before coming to it, here are others you might be interested in. At number 15, we got Scream Fruit. This devil fruit is a paramesha type that allows the user to create beams of sound that look like energy beams by shouting. It was eaten by El Dorado, the main antagonist in the first movie. He attacks his opponents by being obnoxiously loud. This devil fruit lets him transform his howls into sonic bursts that can do serious damage to everyone else's eardrums. Number 14, Whisper Fruit. This devil fruit is an paramesha type devil fruit that allows the user to understand the heart of an animal. In other words, it allows them to speak telepathically to animals. It was eaten by Apis. This devil fruit might not have much in the way of offensive capabilities, but it's still remarkably useful. She uses it most frequently to talk to an elderly dragon that she's close to, but she can use it on pretty much any animal she wants. Number 13, Hard Fruit. This is a paramesha type devil fruit that allows the user to harden and heat up their body at will. It was eaten by Bear King. He uses this devil fruit to rev up his defensive capabilities by hardening his body. He can also use his hardened body parts as weapons by increasing their temperature, scalding anyone who he punches or who tries to punch him. The Smelt fruit is a paramesha type devil fruit that allows the user to turn their body into a blast furnace and melt metals inside it, making them a blast furnace human. The fruit was eaten by Bill in the Silver Mine arc. As long as Bill has a steady supply of ore to eat, he can do some serious damage with his devil fruit. It transforms him into a living blast furnace that lets him melt down the ore he consumes, and transform it into a wide range of weapons. The Chain fruit is a paramesha type devil fruit that allows the user to create and control chains from their body. It was eaten by Mad Treasure. He uses his power to bind people, hit them, and otherwise deal chain-based damage. He can change what the chains are made of, from steel to gold to diamonds. The Pet fruit is a paramesha devil fruit that allows the user to control any living creature by placing a green and slimy collar around their neck. This fruit was eaten by Breed. He can also put a collar around himself and give himself orders, which bring out his latent strength. The Grow fruit is a paramesha devil fruit that grants the user the ability to accelerate the growth rate of plants and control them to their desire. This fruit was eaten by Bins. He uses this mostly to restrain or attack being physically, but one could imagine him using it to bump up the toxicity of poisonous plants. The Hot fruit is a paramesha devil fruit that gives the user the ability to produce and control vast amounts of heat, making them a 10,000 degree human. It was eaten by Don Aquino. He is mostly immune to everything from frigid temperature to molten lava. He can also use it to shoot hot steam at his enemies or defend himself from attacks. When he's calm, his temperature stays at a relatively safe level, but when he gets angry he starts melting everything around him. The Through fruit is a paramesha devil fruit that allows the user to phase through solid objects. It was eaten by Tanaka, who is a security guard at Gran Tesoro. Some of the rooms at Gran Tesoro have no doors, so they're only accessible to Tanaka and other people he chooses to bring there. He can also emerge from the ground or the walls to surprise others and shoot them before they can react. The Gol fruit is a paramesha devil fruit that allows the user to telekinetically manipulate gold at will. It was eaten by Guild Tesoro, who was the proprietor of Gran Tesoro. He can melt it down into a dangerous molten substance, use it to trap his enemies or boost his own power by coating himself in gold, and turning himself into a golden golem. The only major downside is that Tesoro can't create gold, so his power is only useful when he has plenty of it on hand. Bat fruit, model, vampire is a mythical Zoan-type devil fruit that gives the user the ability to turn into a vampire. It was eaten by Patrick Redfield. Not only does this boost his strength and allow him to teleport, but it also lets him steal other people's life force and use it to restore his youth. Return fruit is a paramesha type devil fruit that was eaten by Ain. Using this fruit, Ain can reverse the age of anyone or anything that she chooses by exactly 12 years. She could destabilize a young adult or teenager by turning them into a child. Clank Fruit is a paramesha-type devil fruit that allows the user to steal another person's luck by touching them, making the user extremely lucky and the victim extremely unlucky. It was eaten by Baccarat. She mostly uses this to put people in debt at a casino, so that she can force them to work for Tesoro. The effects of the fruit are temporary, the luck does eventually return to its original owner. More Fruit is a paramesha class devil fruit that allows the user to amplify the size and speed of any object they touch. It was eaten by Burndy World. This can be used on objects like bullets and cannonballs to dramatically rev up their impact. This fruit doesn't just work on objects, but it also works on abstract concepts like Burndy World's speed, allowing him to move at far greater speeds than he otherwise might have. Number 1. Clank Fruit. It is a paramesha-type devil fruit that allows the user to telekinetically disassemble objects and reassemble them into whatever they please. It was eaten by Douglas Bullet. He can restructure whole islands to suit his purposes, create powerful mechanical exoskeletons to pump up his strength, and more. If you have watched this far, I request you to check out my most viewed video too. Thank you.